สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. How are you being today?
Good evening, Prajan. I'm doing fine, thank you. Good to be back.
Okay, ready to do your work?
Yes, Prajan.
Okay. We'll have our first participant, which is Dash from England, I think. Hi, Dash.
Hello, Jan.
Yes. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Okay.
Uh, I have a couple of questions. Can Anapanasati take one all the way to fourth jhana?
Yes.
Really? Okay. And is using Bud with the in breath and Do with the out breath enough to create stillness for jhana? Or should there be only one object, either mantra or breath, rather than a combination of both?
I guess this is something you have to try it out for yourself.
Okay. And so recently I actually was on a retreat for 1 week at Tisarana Monastery. Its abbot Ajaan had said that he doesn't believe in the jhanas. Is wisdom attainable to the extent of Sotapanna or further without jhana, or is it easier or harder?
Well, see, there are three levels of wisdom of Panya. The first one is called Suttamaya Panya, which
Hmm.
is knowledge learned from study or listening to Dhamma talks. And the second one is called contemplation wisdom. You contemplate on what you have learned so that you don't forget. These two types of wisdom is not strong enough to stop your defilement. You need the
Okay.
third one, which we call Pavana Maya Panya, which means you need to meditate. Pavana means to meditate to get to the fourth jhana. Then you can apply the knowledges that you have learned from study or that you have contemplated, and then you can become enlightened.
Okay. And his technique was to notice the cravings and afflictions arise in daily life and in meditation, and let go of them and cause the afflictions to stop arising and instead cultivate the good qualities to keep arising. And I'm pretty sure uh as per as what I read and from the memory of what he said that this simple practice leads all the way to enlightenment. Is this possible, or does this practice differ from the practice of jhana?
Well, the goal is to get rid of your attachment to your body.
Mm,
You're craving for sensual pleasures, and you're craving for beings and not being. So if you can do it in any way you can, I don't want to get into any argument. The goal
okay.
is to let go of your attachment, your cravings toward the
I see.
body, feelings, and the states of mind.
So as long as the technique achieves that, anything is good?
Well, it's like eating. You can eat anything you want as long as it makes you full, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's what counts. It's when you feel full and you're not hungry anymore.
that makes sense. And my last question, does back posture matter during sitting meditation? Because uh sometimes when it starts slanting, when I get deeper, uh I kind of like get out of my concentration to straighten it again because I've always heard to keep your back straight.
Once you start to meditate, you forget about your body. Before you meditate, you sit properly, relax, not too tense, and keep your back straight as much as possible. But once you start meditating, then you forget about the body. Don't pay attention to the body. Leave it alone because you will be distracted if you come back to the body from your meditation.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ajahn.
So
It's
how's your
been
practice going?
uh well, I haven't I haven't got that 5 minutes yet, so still working on
What you
it.
need to work on is mindfulness, continuous mindfulness. And this
Mm,
is something you have to do all day long.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree.
Don't skip this part. The first part is very important, mindfulness. The
Okay.
Buddha said mindfulness is the most important Dhamma.
Okay.
Without mindfulness, you cannot get to jhana, you cannot develop wisdom.
And is if when I am able to, or if after I work hard and I'm able to attain this, can I tell you, or is it not appropriate?
Well, you tell yourself better because when you tell somebody, they can be misinterpret your intention.
Okay.
You're trying to boast or try to, set yourself up
Yeah.
special than other people. So it's
Okay.
something you keep to yourself. Once if you're fully enlightened, you don't feel like telling anybody because you're so happy, you're so content. It doesn't matter whether people know or not that you're enlightened.
Okay.
But you can teach, if people ask you something about Dharma practice, you can tell them. And if they can make use of it, they might believe that you're enlightened without having to tell them that you're enlightened.
Mm. And what do I do after jhana?
Well, after jhana, you maintain jhana all day long.
Okay.
Try to go back to jhana. Try to be in jhana all the time. And when you come out of jhana, use wisdom to get rid of your cravings when they come up.
Okay. And the wisdom will naturally arise, like
No,
just
you have to study. You have to learn what is wisdom.
okay.
Wisdom is to see the three characteristics of existence in the body, in the feeling, and in the states of mind.
And jhana will make all this very visible.
Now, jhana makes you have the strength to resist your cravings when you found out that your craving is the cause of your suffering.
I see.
Jhana just give you the strength, but it doesn't
Oh,
have any knowledge. It doesn't know anything.
okay.
You need wisdom, which is you have to know the Four Noble Truths, know the three characteristics of existence.
Okay. I see. Okay. Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Keep up the practice, okay?
Yes. The next time I see you,
All right, tell me about the news. But don't tell me that you're enlightened.
I'll try not to.
You don't have to. If you're enlightened, you don't feel like telling anybody about it. What's the point? People probably
I
don't
guess
believe you
not.
anyway, right?
Very well then.
Okay, good. Next, go to iPad. I'm not sure what your name is. What?
Good morning. Good morning, Ajahn Tan. My name's Patricia.
Yes,
I can't seem to change it. It's not the usual format that I can change
that's okay.
my
Doesn't
name.
matter.
So
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
What can I do for you?
Um, I'm okay for now. Oh, other than I find my meditation is one step forward and two steps back in practice at home. I'm okay if I'm on retreat. I'm good, but not so good at home. I lack discipline.
That's right. Your practice is not consistent. You
No.
need to keep it consistent and increasing as you move forward. So try to keep practicing. Usually you need to first practice mindfulness. Then this will lead you to more Dhamma, more practice, more result. You need first to have mindfulness. Then you can meditate and get into jhana.
Thank you.
Okay. Where are
Okay.
you from?
Australia.
Australia. Okay.
Australia, yeah.
Is that all for tonight?
That's all. Thank you, Ajaan.
It's quite late for you now. Huh? What time is it?
11 p.m.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
Good night then.
Good night.
But you can hang around and listen to
Yes.
talk.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to New Zealand, your neighbor, which is Anura and Ramya.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Good evening.
After a long time.
Your time is 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock, and it's winter. It's very cold in the morning. So
New day for you.
yeah, true.
Wednesday now.
Yes, Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
The question, I mean, Tangajan, so we are we are doing a lot of work by habit, so habitual work. So habits and mindfulness are two opposite ends. Is that correct? So when we are habitually doing something, that maybe don't have much mindfulness. Is that a correct interpretation?
No, you can have mindfulness when you do think habitual also. You need mindfulness to do anything, whether habitual or not habitual.
Mm.
Only that if you do it mindfulness, you do think correctly. If you do without mindfulness, you do it wrongly.
Yeah.
Like when you're drunk. When you're drunk, you don't have mindfulness. And you can still be driving as a habit, but you won't be driving properly.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not habit. Mindfulness is the controller of your action, your mind.
Yeah.
You need to have mindfulness to keep action in the proper, safe manner.
Mm-hmm.
Without mindfulness, things can go wrong. You do something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Yeah.
So that doesn't have to do anything with habit at all, mindfulness.
Yeah. Okay.
Mindfulness means to be focused on something that you do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Tangajan. Yeah, understood. Yeah.
But mindfulness is the opposite of defilement.
Mm.
The less mindfulness, the stronger your defilement become. The stronger your mindfulness, the weaker your defilement become.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Tangajan. Yeah.
Thank you, Ajaan. Just listening.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll go to New York now.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome. New York, Mike Sheffield.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Yes. Any question tonight? Today?
It's good to
for
be with you today. Yeah, this morning. Yeah, I've been thinking about a few things. My practice has been okay. But I do find myself sometimes easily agitated, and it's been something that I will often try to nip in the bud with a Budo, practicing my mantra in like real life settings. But I guess I was curious if Fra John could give a brief talk on just how to remove agitations that we come across in our day-to-day life.
when you have agitation, it means you don't have mindfulness. Your defilement takes over your mind, causes you to crave for something. And when you can't get what you want, your mind becomes restless and agitated. So you have to come back to mindfulness. Recite mantra. The easiest method is to recite the mantra, Bhutto, 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 when you feel restless or agitated or feel discomfort mentally. Bring the mind back to normality, to peace. It's the lack of mindfulness that causes the defilement to take the upper hand of the mind, control the mind. But once you have mindfulness, then mindfulness can control the mind, can keep the mind calm and peaceful. Like I mentioned earlier to Ramya and Anura about mindfulness and defilement. They are like opponents, they are fighting in the boxing ring. If mindfulness is stronger, then the mindfulness can beat the defilement. If the defilement is stronger than mindfulness, then the defilement will take over the mind. So you have to keep on practicing mindfulness all the time, regardless of where you are, who you are with. But the best way to practice mindfulness is to be alone. But if you have to work or you have to be with people, let's be mindful of what you do or what you say. But the goal is to stop thinking. And the only way to stop thinking is when you're alone and not having to do any work, like on a retreat. But if you have to work, then you can only get half of the mindfulness, which is mindful watching what you do, but you cannot stop thinking because you have to think about what you do. So you get half mindful. You only get half mindfulness when you practice mindfulness when you go to work. But when you're alone on a retreat by yourself, then you can get full mindfulness, not thinking and focus on whatever you're doing, eating, walking, standing, sitting, without having to think about these things. So that's right mindfulness. Mindfulness is focus and having no thought, or as little thought as possible. If you can stop thinking, then you get to jhana. Some people have strong mindfulness and they can get into jhana without sitting in meditation posture. They might just drop into calm under the control of mindfulness. But you need a calm environment to foster this calmness of mind. So practice mindfulness. So it's the most important Dhamma. If you want to prosper in the path of the Dhamma, you need to start with mindfulness. Like when you learn a language like English, you have to start with ABCs. Go through the rituals, whatever they require you to do. So practice mindfulness, and you'll find that your practice will go easier as you develop more mindfulness. Okay.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Ajahn Chah teaching to make your mindfulness a continuous stream. And I think about that a lot. And I was having a little bit of insight over the weekend, even about looking at the parts of me that I don't like to look at, maybe my defilements, or like to use like Jungian terminology, like my shadows, or like, the parts of me that maybe are less pleasing to look at. And if I can look at all of those things while I'm looking at the positive parts of myself, then I feel like my mindfulness is more all around. Is that a correct way of thinking about it?
I don't think so. You don't need to look at the good and the bad, whatever. You just have to look at what your mind is thinking and try to stop it. Because the mind is still delusional. And one thing is usually delusional and will lead you to more defilement. So it's better to stop the mind from thinking. And if the mind wants to think, you have to direct it to think in the way of Dhamma, which is the three characteristics of existence. Think of everything as anicca, anatta, dukkha, anatta. Good or bad, right or wrong, everything is anicca. Your good part or your bad part, they're just anicca, they come and go. They don't worth the time that you should spend your time on. You should spend all your time on emptiness without thoughts. That's the best. That's the best position for the mind. That's where you have contentment, peace, and happiness. So try to stop all kinds of all kinds of thinking. If you want to think of the three characteristics of existence. Everything that we see come into contact with, they are anicca. You, me, and everything here in this room is anicca. Will be gone one day. We don't last forever. And if we cling to it, then we can become sad or unhappy when we have to lose it. So it's better to think in this manner. Think of everything. If you think about something, first of all, think anicca. Think about your wife, she's anicca. Think about your money, it's anicca. Think about your work, it's anicca. They're not worth clinging to, not worth spending your time and effort to keep it going. Because one day you're gonna have to lose, yeah, you're gonna have to give it up when your body comes to an end anyway. Or you might lose it before you die. So be prepared to let go, to lose everything. Be ready to live in emptiness. That's why we need to practice meditation to get to jhana. Once we have jhana, we can live alone in emptiness. We can be happy, very happy than having millions of dollars in the bank account. You have money in the bank account, you worry if the bank will fail or not, right? So it's better to have nothing. Nothing is the best thing, but the best possession is nothing. And in order to be able to live with nothing, you have to be happy inside. You have to have jhana. And in order to keep the mind inside, you need wisdom to tell you, don't come outside. Everything is anicca. Once you get into jhana, then try to keep it in jhana. Even when you come out and do work regarding your body or whatever, you still have to tell your mind, don't go after anything. The best thing is inside yourself. You have the best thing already within yourself. Everything outside, they are dukkha because they are temporary. And you're gonna have to lose them one day. So try to live with nothing. Even your body, you're gonna have to give it up soon, one day. So there's nothing you can rely on to keep you happy. Only thing that you can rely on to keep you happy all the time is emptiness, peace of mind. Okay, so practice mindfulness and meditation. Try to spend as much time as possible. Meditate many times a day. Why waste your time on other things? Watching TV, watching whatever you're doing. What did you get from doing all this thing? Nothing. More cravings. When you see a new car, you want to get a new car. When you see a new dress, you want to buy a new dress. You just get more cravings from seeing all these things. Because you don't think of anicca, you don't think of dukkha. You think of permanent, you think of happiness. You think having this thing can make you happy. But there is a temporary happiness. Okay, so think of anicca, dukkha, anatta, and think of emptiness. Well, that's where we should be. Live like a homeless, nothing. Just enough room to protect your body, space to keep your body safe, that's all. And food. Other than that, you don't need anything. You need meditation, you need calm, you need jhana. You need wisdom. All right?
Thank you for Ajahn.
Okay, next we'll go to ex-professor Ken from Switzerland. You plan to move away from Switzerland now that you have no longer work there?
Good afternoon, Tanajan. I've not thought that far ahead. I'll be going to Thailand for a few months in November to practice there.
Okay.
But I haven't any
Any
plans at the
long-term
moment.
planning?
Yeah, just taking it day by day and practicing as
Okay.
much as possible. Yeah.
Any place that can advance your meditation, then that's where you should stay.
Yeah, so I'll be taking it step by step and see how it goes.
Okay, any question from you?
No questions at the moment, Tanajan. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll go to Dr. Pia and Dr. Indira. Are you both medical doctors?
Sorry?
Are you both physician?
Yes,
Okay,
but she's not
Practicing.
at this moment.
okay. So what do you have any comment tonight regarding what we have said so far?
Ajaan, I just have a question. I asked the other same thing. Why do people jhana is something so blissful to work on, and it is something like having your own reservoir, like you don't have to depend on other things.
And it's the eighth part of the Eightfold Path, Sama Samadhi. So you can't skip that. I don't know whether you can skip that.
I think it's probably the defilement that's trying to fight against this. They don't like defilement doesn't like jhana because it's like putting the defilement into a cage. Defilement wants to have freedom to crave, to greed, to hate, to delude. So defilement is very strongly opposing the jhana. It doesn't like jhana. Jhana is like a prison for the defilement.
I see.
Once you're in jhana, the defilement cannot do any work. You
So
cannot.
they must enjoy the defilements in a way. They are feeding the defilements. Why jhana is, if it's blissful priti sukha, why not enjoy the jhana rather than enjoying the defilement? There must be a weird way they are.
Because they haven't tasted the taste of Dhamma yet. They haven't tasted the taste of jhana yet. See?
Yeah, I see.
Once they have tasted only once, even briefly, like a kanika samadhi, they will become attached. They will become addicted to it right away.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Buddha said not to be feared of very
That's
clearly.
right. But defilement is only defilement that is afraid of this kind of pleasure. Because defilement likes sensual pleasure.
When you say stop thinking, like you keep saying this phrase, I think it's very important to clarify, you can't stop thinking by force, but because the jhana replaces the sensual desire thinking, I think then you can stop after the second jhana, vitakka vichara drops because you have the pleasure of the jhana now.
No, the thing that stops you from thinking is your concentration on your meditation object.
Hmm.
When
Yeah. So this after the second jhana,
yeah,
the mind becomes like a silent, like a noble, because there's no continuous chattering in the mind inside, but you're still pleasure, feelings, perceptions, all those things are still there, and consciousness, but the chatter is stopped, right? Internal chatter. That's where you stop thinking at the beginning. Of course, it gets better and better as you go. The other extreme is shunyata, like, right? But here's the beginning of the stop thinking pattern starts after the second jhana.
the main important thing to notice is that when you do your meditation, don't analyze.
Sure.
He analyzes too much.
No.
When you analyze, you won't get anywhere. You get stuck.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Just,
you said
just
that.
keep concentrating on your meditation object.
Yeah.
But you can be aware that, okay,
I'm so glad you said that, because when he asked
people
me
like to
so many.
wonder all the time, am I in the second or the third jhana or
No,
the fourth?
I'm not saying
Don't
that.
worry.
I'm saying theoretically. So practically, I guess there is all blurred. It's not very clear. The other thing I had a question about now when you on the fourth jhana, the equanimity, it's not stable either, because it can again the thoughts will start arising, and that point you extend by insight, like seeing the anitya dukkha anatta. Now this is the real start of the Vedananupassana, Chittanupassana, Dhammanupassana. This is where this applicable for the last three of the Satipatthanas in this area. When you hear, we only hear, that's Dhammanupassana. Your feeling arise and passing away. You see the Anitya Dukkha Anatta. Your thoughts arise and passing away. So this is an activity also, right? That cause a subtle form of stress, like, because this is more like a trying to get out of bhava, like vibhava. So is it at that too initially till your cravings are still there? Is a very very subtle form of suffering there. But once less and less craving, less and less suffering, you don't need to do those activity too much, because there were less thoughts, less asravas, less defilements coming up. So your just mind become clear on his own.
You're talking about when all this thing happening when you're meditating?
Yes.
No, I don't think wisdom works that way. Wisdom usually works when you're back to normal life. When you run into a financial crisis, when you run into your marriage crisis, then you get dukkha, and that's when you have to apply wisdom to stop the
Financial crisis,
dukkha.
I point at her.
Okay. Because when you're in meditation, you don't face this crisis.
Yes,
You
yes.
don't have
No,
this dukkha.
Yeah, no, the wisdom part, I'm saying that when you see Anitya Dukkha Anatta, that's the wisdom part, right? That's everyone use that
contemplation,
like
right?
a formula.
You come out and you contemplate.
Contemplate, yeah. So that is the.
Sometimes you don't have to contemplate, you're facing it right away.
Exactly.
Your doctor say you got cancer,
Yeah,
what you gonna do?
So it pops up, right? You don't have to think, it pops up your feeling. So you see the Satipatthana, in other words, the last three, Chit, Dhamma, Vedananupassana, you arise and pass away. Those two are impermanent, and you have to let go of that.
Usually you have to go through the body first.
Body is, first part you've done, like body part is done, Kainupasana is perfected, then you are in the fourth jhana, where you're at this stage. The last three of the Satipatthanas are more applicable.
Yes, usually the body and the feeling, they go together. When you have painful feeling, this is Vedana. When your body is facing a crisis, a health crisis or something, then this is the body crisis. And you have to be able to teach your mind to not be disturbed by whatever's going to happen to your body, to your feeling. especially the painful feeling, if they
Yeah.
should come up. You should be able to have equanimity to withstand it.
So this painful feeling is not a bodily feeling. It is the feeling tone, either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. It's not the pain in the body we are talking about here, right?
It's pain in the body.
Pain in the body.
First pain in the body, then later on maybe pain from the mind thinking.
Okay.
About it.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
But we don't call that pain, and we call them dukkha,
Dukkha, suffering. Yeah.
Yeah, suffering.
Mm.
So when you get sick, what you do, you get painful feeling. Like you got a headache, you got sore throat, and so you feel terrible. This is dukkha. But if you have wisdom and jhana, you just say, "Oh, this is just normal, like the weather. Sometimes we have good weather, sometimes we have bad weather. We just have to live with it. That's all."
True. True. So jhana essentially helps you to
Maintain
one thing is to
calm.
replace your sensual
Craving.
cravings.
Your attachment to your body and your attachment to the feeling. See, we are attached to the good feeling. Like we don't want painful feeling. We only want good feeling. And the body, we want it to last forever, strong, healthy, strong and healthy.
Yeah.
But when the body starts to go the other way, then you usually get suffering. But if you have wisdom, then you say, what can you do? You cannot stop the body from going that way because that's the nature of the body to go that way. Only thing you can do is to accept it and live with it.
When you're sick, whatever,
And if you already have stopped your sensual pleasure craving, then you won't really need the body anyway. So whatever happens to the body would not matter so much anymore. Not like before when you still want to use the body for sensual pleasure.
So the five senses are pretty much of not use at that point. But if you have the jhana pleasure, that can be used.
That's why you can have better pleasure than the sensual pleasure. You have jhana pleasure. So you don't need the body. So whatever's going to happen to the body would not bother you.
Not bother.
Because
You can let go.
You don't use the body anyway.
So the beings of the spiritual beings, like jhana beings, like they're born, they don't have a coarse body because of that, because they are in the mind pleasures, right? There are certain beings being born with jhanas into arupa realms. So they are like, don't have a coarse body because they are just sensual beings, right? With the jhana pleasures.
Well, every being, when they discard the body or when they left the body, they become spiritual beings.
Okay.
It depends on the level of development that they have done. The higher, the more happiness. The lower, the less happiness. But eventually, you still have to come back and reborn as a human because you haven't yet got rid of your craving for
Unless
with wisdom.
That's true.
So without wisdom, it's kind of it's the most beneficial is if you develop wisdom through the jhanas. If jhanas alone will not get you, because you can go recycle in the sansara again and again.
Yes, with wisdom you get rid of your craving permanently.
Also, Tanajan, do you have to be born in the human realm? Can you go to a divine realm and finish it too? Like you can, right? Yeah.
Usually not, because there's no dukkha for you to experience in the higher realm.
It's difficult. It's a long.
You need dukkha to get the wisdom working, just like you need COVID to get the vaccine come out. Right? Without the COVID, you won't get the vaccine.
Oh, sure.
So without dukkha, you won't get wisdom.
Yes.
Because those are long.
Because if you're happy, then there's no need to do anything.
No.
But when you're not happy, that's when you have to look away.
That's why Buddha could have easily, gone to the Deva realms, and the human realms is much easier because you see both the dukkha easier, short lifespan, and dukkha. So easier for people to realize the Dhamma in a way.
Yes. All right.
Thank
Thank
you
you
Anything
so
else?
much.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for telling him because he always asks me these
Don't think too
analytical
much.
things. And to me, I'm like,
Too many wheels are turning. I think they are just kind of all jammed up now.
I just let things happen. I don't question too much.
Too much traffic in the mind.
Yeah. Okay. Meditate, do some meditation, do some
Thank you.
mindfulness.
Have nice.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Ubeka Rama, which is Alfredo from Brazil.
Hi,
Hi.
Bante.
What do you have to say about what we said so far?
Oh, I'm very good.
You're
Niroda
good.
Samapati, Bante. Easy to Sati Sampajana.
Yes,
No
but
problems.
you need Sati Sambhajana first of all.
Yes.
On continuous
But Niroda,
mindfulness.
but Niroda Samapati, Niroda is very good. No
Oh, yeah.
problems with desire, Bante.
Yeah, but you need mindfulness to get you there.
Yes, mindfulness is good to work, né, Bante? To work in my life, né? Work for
Everything
me.
you do, you need mindfulness.
Yes, yes. In the beginning of year, I do a course of other teacher, né? We stood Sati Sampajana, the
Yes.
Sutra of Buddha. Is very good sutra, Bante. The things arise, né? And not have egos, not have ego, né? Only attention.
Things
Only
are like
attention.
clouds, they're like soap bubbles.
Yes.
There's no self
Yes.
in them. They just rise
Yes.
and cease.
Yes. But it's very good, né? But sukha is very good. The sukha is not is a sensation of is a vedana of calm, né, Bante? Tranquility, né? Tranquility is very good, né, Bante? It's good to meditation. It's good to do things, né?
Okay.
Bante, one question, Bante. One thing, Bante. When my first Buddhist Theravada's name is Ananda, né? When Ananda Bhante Taradayana gives the name for me, né? In a ceremony. When Ananda enlightenment, Ananda is needed to go to first concilio, né? Of Buddha, meeting of Buddha, né?
Yes,
And Ananda have to have enlightenment, né?
That's
To
right.
participate the concilio.
You have to be fully enlightened to be the member of this club.
Yes. And the night, the night.
The night before the meeting, he still hasn't yet fully enlightened yet. So he got worried that he would not be able to join the meeting.
Yes.
But he said the Buddha
yes.
predicted that he can join the meeting because he will become fully enlightened tonight. So he's torn between the two, between the Buddha's prediction and the truth right now that he's not.
Yes.
So eventually he just let go and resigned to both of this. And when he let go, then he became enlightened.
Yes.
He became attached. He's still attached to the future and the past. The past is what the Buddha said, and the future is what's going to happen tomorrow. His mind is not in the present. So when he let go of the past, the prediction, and he let go about the meeting tomorrow, then he's back into the present. And when the mind is back in the present, then he become enlightened.
Yes.
You have to be in the present to become enlightened, not in the past, not in the future.
Yes. But his mind reach enlightenment with a problem, né, man? With a problem to reach enlightenment, né, man? To take enlightenment, né? It's very interesting. The samsara is important to enlightenment, né, Bante?
Yes.
The problem of samsara is the reason of enlightenment, né?
Okay. Samsara is what we want to go away from. See, samsara is the opposite of nibbana.
Yes, yes, yes. But the cause, né, Bante? The cause, the problem is important, né, Bante, to reach enlightenment, né? Is a thing that you have to give solutions, né?
Yes, you have to
The
solve
solutions to samsara is enlightenment, né?
Yes. And the problem with samsara is attachment, delusion. See?
Yes.
Not seeing samsara as dukkha. We all see samsara as happiness. That's why we keep coming back again and again. Because we all like sensual pleasure. See? And when you see
False happiness.
when you see sensual pleasure as dukkha, then you can then get out of samsara.
Samsara is a false happiness, Bante. It's a false happiness.
Yes, it's fake happiness. Fake happiness.
fake happiness. But only to you, eh? Other people's not here. They fight to me. Only to you, I say about samsara is fake.
Okay, good.
Good.
All right. Try to get
All
out of
right.
samsara soon, before you die.
Oh,
Or,
yes,
or are
yes.
you already out? Or are you still in? Where are you now? Are you inside or outside of samsara?
Outside of samsara, outside.
Outside. Oh,
Totally.
good. Okay.
Try, né, Banta? Try. I'm
Yeah.
very humilde.
Samsara is like a prison. You don't want to stay
Yes,
inside
yes.
the prison. You want to come out of the prison. Nibbana is outside of the prison.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Not see, né, Banta? Not see good. Samsara is not see good.
No.
Not the eyes not good for samsara.
Okay.
Buddha say areia on the eyes, né, Bante? Areia on the beach, areia on the beach, on the eyes. Not say, not to see good the things.
Okay.
Sorry for my English, but sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, thank you for your comment. Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay,
No?
see you next
Good.
time.
Thanks.
Okay, next step from Oregon.
Hello, how are you?
Fine. Thank
Good.
you.
I was just wondering if I could talk about my mindfulness to make sure that my thoughts are correct.
Sure, go ahead.
I keep saying I try to not think. Sorry, my husband's walking through. Okay. So if a thought comes up, I try to ignore, exactly, ignore.
Yeah.
And if it's like a thought of the present or future, I will just either just like that's the past or that's the future, just go back. But another thing I always I try to go back in line with the Dhamma. So if I'm like, I just always bring my mind back to thinking about the Dhamma and like what is skillful. Is that something I should be doing, or should I just be, I don't know, does that make sense?
If you try to develop with mindfulness for jhana, then you should try to stop thinking.
Okay.
Don't think about anything at all.
Okay.
You want to stop thinking completely.
Okay.
But after you have the jhana, then you can think about the Dhamma to give you wisdom.
Yeah.
But first you need jhana to support your wisdom. So don't worry about wisdom now.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
It's very
it's
loud
not,
today.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
So try to not to think when you develop mindfulness.
Right. And that's, yeah. So trying to talk about it is really hard, but that is what I try to do. Like if any, I just try to go back to just nothing. And that
Sometimes
is,
you can recite the mantra to chase away your thoughts.
if there's thoughts. Yeah. But
If your
usually
thoughts come in, just chant chant something,
Okay. Okay.
mantra or whatever,
Okay.
sutta. Okay. When
Okay.
your thought disappear, then you can stop chanting or stop reciting mantra.
Okay. I do feel pretty good about that. I do not let myself just think. I don't allow that. Yeah.
Yes, only you when say only when you really have to, like what you need to do for the day and so forth. But
Yes.
other than that, try not to daydream. Don't daydream
No.
with you.
No. That's where if I ever find myself thinking
Yeah.
unnecessarily, that I think about the Dhamma, or I think about the Buddha, and I think that's unskillful. Like,
Yes, that's fine. That's good. I better stop all the thinking.
just don't think.
Yeah. But sometimes you need to use another thought to stop the other thought.
Yes, yeah, that's wisdom. Okay, yeah.
Okay. But once you have stopped the bad thought, then you should stop thinking, even the good thought, you should stop.
Yes, that I do. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, she's okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next, Casimira from Latvia or Lithuania, I think.
Yeah, hello, Ajaan. Nice to
Where have you
see you.
been?
I was in India and now I'm came back to Europe, to Lithuania. Yeah, it was quite a big trip, and in past months, I was trying to meditate a little bit, maybe different. I tried to maybe not. I feel my inside wanted to try this, like not do nothing, just kind of observe. Um, At the beginning, it was quite interesting. I was like seeing my mind kind of from the side, and I was like, maybe it was similar to Jung's implementing shadow or something. But later on, I felt here in Europe is harder to not think and just observe everything. So I felt a little bit, I don't know how to say, a little bit crazy because all thoughts going around and I'm not at kind of touching the nothing, but I didn't see the way, so I came back to concentration back. So I would like to maybe ask about this effort. Are I need like always to put effort? Are you still putting effort to concentrate? Or you can sometimes just release it and just to be it? Or effort is mandatory for all the time to to be like strength like a bow to
What is your question?
my question is about effort.
Effort. Okay.
Yeah, you always need to use effort, or it's possible?
Yes, you need effort to develop mindfulness. You have to intention. You have to have the intention and put in the work. Like staying mindful with something, your body or your mantra. You need to have effort to do it. It don't come by itself. You have to put in the effort.
And if you're, for example, reaching like this enlightenment, you still need to use effort?
When you're fully enlightened, then you don't need to have anything anymore. Everything are like tools to get you there. Once you get to enlightenment, then you can give up everything. You can just lay down on the beach and enjoy yourself for the rest of your life.
Okay. Then I have a question about jhana. When I was meditating, and I felt like maybe I'm afraid of going to the jhana. I think my mind was, or I had some thoughts that there could be other ways to reach jhana, not through meditation. So I don't know, like I was like somehow dwelled away from trying to concentrate. Can you maybe provide some more like clarity on this doubt?
Well, some people can go into jhana without having to meditate. If they're just sitting alone under a tree, like the Buddha when he was a young boy, he was left sitting alone under a tree by himself. Then his mind just dropped into jhana because there's no distraction, nothing to hold him back. But you have to have jhanas before from your past life in order to be able to do this. If you haven't had any jhana from your past life, then you will have to develop mindfulness and meditation to get there.
Okay, thank you. I would like to ask about also like your body and emotions. I see when people joking, for example, you're acting like mirroring people, and I would like to ask what is kind of this enlightenment body and emotion and thoughts. Are you still having a lot of thoughts, emotions, and feelings, and or how it's going on, or it's changing, or you still have it but you're not attached to it?
Well, your body is still the same, whether you're enlightened or not enlightened. Your body will still have to get old, get sick, and die. So are the feelings. They keep come change. Sometimes you have pleasant feelings. Sometimes you have painful feelings. Sometimes you have neutral feelings.
And thoughts, you still have like sometimes thoughts going around?
Thoughts you can control the bad thought. You can keep the bad thoughts away, and think only about the good thoughts.
But if you enlighten, then you said you don't need to kind of battle, like, like I'm just asking about your situation. Are you still having thoughts, and emotions? How you like dealing in everyday life?
I think this is something I have to keep it to myself better. Sorry.
Okay. Because I would like to know this concept and see I'm closer to this or no. Also, would like to maybe main question ask about love. What is love from your perspective, from your point of view? What is love? What you think is love is?
Well, there are two types of love, really. Love with attachment and love without attachment. The Buddha still have love, but he has love without attachment. He still loves everybody, but he has no attachment to anybody. No attachment, no ownership. And there's another type of love. You have ownership of what you love and attachment to what you love. This is the worldly type of love that we all have. But with the enlightened person, he has no need for anything, but he can still have love for people. We call it metta, loving kindness, goodwill. Okay, understand?
Yeah.
But he doesn't love anybody or anything and claim to be his own person, and is no longer attached to anything. But he has love and compassion. He is ready to help those who want him to help to get rid of their suffering. If they come to him, he'll give them the teaching how to get rid of their suffering. Even in his last few minutes before he died, I think a man came and want to ask the Buddha some question, and Ananda, the assistant, said, "You shouldn't bother the Buddha. He's dying." But the Buddha heard and said, "Ananda, let him come in." So the man went in to see the Buddha and asked his question. And his question was, how do we determine which teaching is the right teaching? The Buddha said, the way to determine is to see whether that teaching has the Noble Eightfold Path or not. So he was still willing to help people even in his dying bed. That's love, but love without attachment. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
Um, I have a little bit strange question. Earth, like where we're living, are it's um, alive, like some kind of creature? How you think?
What creature?
Like Earth, the globe where we all living in the Earth,
Yeah.
are it's alive?
Well, the earth is is a place where creatures like us habitat, live in. But our creatures are temporary. We only exist briefly, and then we one day will be gone. All of us won't last forever, and replaced by some other creatures. Maybe the same creatures that was here before came back again through rebirth.
Yeah, I would like ask maybe about Earth. Our Earth is also a creature, like or someone can reincarnate as Earth or like Sun or like Moon.
No, that doesn't have any mind attached to it. See, you need to have a mind to attach to it to have life, like animals and human. Tree have life but has no spirit attached to it, so it's cannot considered to be creatures.
Yeah, so you think Earth don't have soul like spirit, or Earth could have a spirit also?
Yes, the earth is made up of the four elements. Usually the earth element, the main element is the earth element, and it contains some water element. We have sea and lakes on this earth, and we have atmosphere. Atmosphere is the air or the wind element, and we have the heat from the sun to give the fire element. So they are all element. There's no spirit, no soul in this element, no self in this element. Even the mind is a knowing element, and the knowing element also has no self. You just have the ability to know, to feel, to think, that's all. Okay.
Last question, if I can. I was asking about this mindset of kind of the enlightened person about emotions, thoughts, and body, and you said you wanted to keep to yourself. Maybe there is some how to say writings or documents of the inner beings of the enlightenment, how they perceive or seeing the world. I would like to know more about how the uh, enlightened beings is seeing.
Enlightened beings doesn't have defilement. They don't have greed, hate, or delusion. Okay, they don't hate anybody. They don't have any cravings for anything. They have no delusion to think that this 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 earth that we live in is a happy place. It's not a happy place. It's a bad place to exist. So they don't come back in the next life. But the rest is still the same. The feeling is still there. The body is still there. And the emotion are still there.
In some writings, I hear that sometimes Buddha recommend not only observe yourself, but observe others. I'm not clear about that. Maybe it's higher stages that you can understand everything by just observing other, or it's some possibilities, or monks not practicing this in your lineage, like forest tradition? Observe other like monks or like.
Yes, observing to study your body and other people's body, that we are all the same. Our bodies are all the same. Our feelings are all the same. Our emotions are all the same.
Can you give an example how to observe other people? Like
you and me, you get sick and die. So will I. I will also get sick and die. And your body is not good looking. My body is not good looking because we have the 32 parts in this body. So this is what we compare with other people. And feelings, you have good feelings sometimes, you have bad feelings sometimes. So do I. I have good feelings sometimes and I have bad feelings sometimes. Same way with emotions. You have good emotions some day and you have bad emotions some other day. So do I. It's all the same. We're all the same in this regard. Whether you're rich or poor, whether you're important, VIP or not VIP, we all still have all these things in common. Okay,
thank you, John.
you're welcome. You plan to come back to Asia again?
I'm planning, but I don't have money now, and I don't have work.
So you have to look for work now, huh?
Yeah, so it's complicated because I feel like I'm kind of in between now, you know, like I don't want difficult job, but I don't find, you know, how it's, I don't know how to say, but it's a little bit. I don't
Okay.
want to start a business, but I trying to do something simple, you know, because if I go some businesses take all time and I can't do practices, so I'm trying to find something more simple, you know, work.
Okay, help you find what you want, what you're
Yeah.
looking for.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Dan Ajaan. I don't have any question, just listening in, and thanks for teaching, Dan Ajaan.
Okay, how are you, Philip?
Good evening, Ajaan. I'm just listening in to your teaching. Thank you for teaching and also listening to everybody's question. Don't have any questions
Okay.
tonight. Thank you.
Go to Gek and Gek from Penang. Get them so.
Good evening, Tanajan. I'm listening, Tanajan. No questions, yeah.
Okay. Go to Marsha from Ohio. You look different, your hair.
Oh, yes, always different.
Anija, changing.
And never the way I want it. So it's uncontrollable. I wanted to follow up on Kazim's comment about like the earth being a person, because in the Hinduism, Bhumi would be the earth god, Indra would be the god of rain, Chandra would be the god of the moon, and Surya, the god of the sun. And I was wondering maybe if that's what he was talking about, that these, like the earth, Bhumi is considered to be the, and I don't know what that means, the god of the earth.
Yeah, it's just a imagination. It's not true. There's no such thing as God of the earth, God of the water. But people think of them in terms of God because they're so big, they're so powerful. Like the water can be very powerful sometimes, can hurt them when flooding comes. And the earth, when we have earthquakes, they think of in terms of God, of the power that they can produce.
Right, that there's a person behind it.
Yeah, it's just a
performing all these
just
activities.
an interpretation, that's all. But there's no truth in it at all. And they're just natural phenomena.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm working on judging other people, trying to replace that with compassion. It's
Yes.
it's a tendency I've had, all my life, strong tendency to judge other people. And it causes me a lot of suffering. I can really feel the suffering when I'm like looking at other people with a critical viewpoint.
It's better to look at them with compassion.
And that's
And,
yes, I'm
we're all
working
the
on that.
same. We're all in the same sinking boat.
Yes, yes,
We all will go.
yes,
We all will go down one day.
yes, yes,
Nobody is
yes.
better than the other.
Yeah, yeah. And I reflect back on myself too, on personal struggles. Like I'm 70 years old now, so we all go through a lot in this life. And I'm thinking, have the compassion. Everybody is struggling and working hard as lay people, having to make money to buy cars,
We
buy
struggle from the
foods.
first day of our life when we are born. We have to struggle to stay alive.
Yeah. It's so obvious, and yet the tendency to like, oh, you should be doing better. Why are you doing it that way? It's just it's a crazy thing.
Just
And I thought,
delusional. We don't have the wisdom to see
yeah,
the
yeah,
truth.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We separate ourselves from other people and we try to compare which is better, who is better.
Yeah, yeah. But otherwise, I'm just wanted to be in the room and listen, and it feels good just coming in the room and centering on the Dhamma and hearing the questions and the answers.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Next, we'll go to Kok Seng from Singapore.
Evening, Rajan. Rajan, may I ask Rajan, how do we consider an action as a good action or bad action? How do we judge or evaluate or tell whether an action is good or bad?
And if your action benefit other people and yourself, this is good action. When your action hurt other people or yourself, then this is bad action. Okay, so whatever you do should be beneficial to other people and yourself, or at least to other people, and not hurting yourself. Sometimes you do something you might not benefit, but it benefit other people. But in return, you also get benefit that you cannot see, which is more spiritual or more subtle. Like you feel happy when you help other people, when you make other people happy, when you give away something to make other people happy, you're losing something. In a way, you can say you're hurting yourself, but in fact, you're not, because you feel happy from doing it. So just think of benefits and happiness. Sometimes for both of you, yourself and other people, or at least it should be happiness and beneficial for other people. Like when you steal, then you're hurting other people, right? When you abstain from stealing, then you're not hurting other people. When you give things away, you're helping other people, making other people happy. So do dana, sila, and pavana. Pavana is for your own benefit. When you meditate, you feel happy. But then indirectly, you can also say that you make other people happy because you're not hurting other people when you meditate. Okay, I think he's gone. What happened? If you want to come back and ask some more questions, you're welcome to. I'll go to the next question first. Rohini from the UK.
Good evening, Ajahn. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Um, in sitting meditation, I watch my breath, but sometimes when I get tired of it, I change to Buddha. When I do that, my mind still goes to the breathing. Is this okay, or
Well, as long as I keep your mind calm, it's okay.
keep switching kind of like from the breath to the Buddha?
Normally, you don't want to switch. You just stick to one when you
I
meditate.
don't do it, but it just I
Unless you
keep
have some need to switch. Like if you're watching your breath and you start to have painful feeling coming up and then distract your concentration, then you might have to switch to the mantra Bhutto Bhutto. Because the mantra will be stronger mindfulness than watching your breath. But watching the breath is more subtle, will bring your mind more closer to calm than using the mantra.
when I keep chanting Buddha Buddha, sometime mind goes to the breath, so I should stop that one.
You don't have to watch the breath if you recite Bhutto. Just use one thing, one or the other. Don't need to use them both.
Okay, thank you, Ajahn.
All right.
One more thing, can I ask another question?
Sure.
Yeah. In deep sleep, the stream of consciousness still works without input from the sense organ. Is it correct?
Yes, it works in your as dreams. You have good dreams and bad dreams.
No, not when you are dreaming. Sometimes we don't dream; we just go into the deep sleep.
Okay, then there's no action. No action
Yeah.
from the mind when you don't dream.
Mm.
It's it doesn't matter anyway. When you dream, it doesn't have any consequence to your mind. It only indicates what kind of status you have in your mind, good or bad karma. If you have bad dreams, it means you have more bad karma than good karma. If you're not dreaming, it might mean you have more mindfulness. You have more meditation.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome.
I'll practice mindfulness. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. We'll come back. We'll go back to Koksang again. We didn't finish the conversation yet. Did you understand what I was telling you about benefit and happiness? This is the indicator of your action. Your action should only bring a benefit and happiness to other people, to yourself, or both.
Project, how do we differentiate, say, something that benefit us, bring happiness, and to differentiate it from sensual pleasures, which may also give us some happiness. So how do we tell the difference that these actions do bring us happiness, but it's actually does not benefit us because it's based on sensual pleasures?
Well, any action that you have to require yourself to be indulged with the then it means essential pleasure. Like you go to a movie, you buy a new car, you buy a new shirt when you don't really need to have, when you really don't need to buy anything, but you buy it anyway just to keep you happy. Then this is essential pleasure. But if you give the money away to charity, then this is skillful action. Okay. Is this clear enough?
Yeah. So using money as one of the criteria.
You can make benefit for other people, then this is usually considered skillful action. But if you do it for yourself, then this is not skillful action. This is sensual pleasure, defilement action.
Something which will benefit others.
That's right. That will be skillful. Something that benefit yourself, but through to sensual pleasure, to sensual objects, then this is sensual pleasure. Like going to a movie, having a meal, an expensive meal. Maybe say you want to celebrate, so you will have an expensive meal. This is sensual pleasure. This is not good. It's not skillful action. It only benefits yourself, but not other people. Okay. Anything else?
That's all. Yeah. Thank you, Prajan.
Okay. Where are we now? Lynn now. We'll go to Lynn from Indonesia.
Good evening, Tanajan.
Yes, what can I do for you?
What is the difference between Rupa Jhana and Arupa Jhana?
The level of calmness is different. Rupa jhana is not as calm as the arupa jhana. You go through the 4 rupa jhanas before you can go into the arupa jhana. Wishing the mind become more still, more subtle, more calm.
Mm. But they are
That's
all in
all.
jhana, is it?
They are calm, they are samadhi, but on different levels.
But they are all in the 4th jhana, is it correct?
No. The 4th jhana is in the rupa jhana. The fifth to the 8th jhana is the arupa jhana.
Okay.
There are 8 levels of jhana. They divide into rupa, 4 rupa, and 4 arupa.
Okay. So this all jhanas can only be attained in the human body, is that correct?
When you practice, yes, you need to have a human body. When you die, your mind goes to the level of what it has developed through jhana, like entering into jhanas. And when the strength of mindfulness disappear, then you have to come back and reborn as a human to restart your jhana again, to develop your jhanas again.
Mm. So we cannot get into jhana when we don't have any body.
Well, you're only in jhana when you don't have a body. But that jhana can deteriorate and eventually this gone, and you have to come back and reborn as a human because your essential craving is still there. And when the mindfulness is not there to stop it, then it can start to come back up. Then it will force your mind to go take the body again, so that you can use the body to go after sensual pleasure again. But normally, if you're used to have jhana, even if you still have sensual cravings, you usually prefer the jhana than the sensual craving, sensual pleasure. But you still have the sensual pleasure craving. You can only get rid of it through wisdom, not through mindfulness. But you need a Buddha to come and teach us to have this wisdom to get rid of the cravings permanently. The jhana only suppress the craving temporarily. But when the jhana weakens, then the sensual pleasure craving can come up, and then it will force the mind to go take a new body, because you need a body to get to sensual pleasures.
Mm.
But if you used to go into jhana in your past life, then you would probably prefer to go into jhana than go after sensual pleasure.
Mm. So let's say that if we haven't got to jhana yet, and then
Then not likely you come back and go after sensual pleasures more. Or you might go to do some meditation from time to time, because you still have this habit with you, see, but not strong enough to get you into jhana yet. If you can get into jhana, then it will be stronger to pull you away from sensual pleasures. So it's like a tug of war between sensual pleasures and jhana pleasures.
Mm. Mm. So for those that haven't got to jhana yet and they passed away, and then they don't have the body, right? So
Yes, then they either become a deva, a spiritual, heavenly spiritual being, or they can go into the lower realm of existence, depending on which side of karma they have. If they have good karma, they go to the heavenly realm. If they have bad karma, they go to the lower realm of existence. And then this thing will also have to expire before they can return as a human again.
okay. And then to be able to meditate and get into jhana and then get enlightened. Is that correct?
Yes, you have to restart the thing again. And you will never get enlightened by yourself without the teaching of the Buddha. So you have to come across the teaching of the Buddha. That will teach you the development of wisdom. Jhana has been there all the time. It's easy to discover jhana, but it's very difficult to discover wisdom. Need somebody smart like a Buddha to be able to discover it. It's there, but you just don't see the concept.
Okay, very clear as
So
always.
if you never come across the teaching of the Buddha, you will keep repeating the cycle of rebirth, and unless you have your own ability to to develop wisdom by yourself, then you became a Buddha yourself. You become a Buddha yourself.
The Pacheka Buddha, is that correct?
No, you can be the Pacheka or be a fully enlightened. Pacheka Buddha is someone who is enlightened but doesn't teach.
Oh, okay.
If you teach, then you're not a Pacheka, you're Samma Sambuddha. Who, a Buddha who teach the Dharma teaching to the world. Okay.
Yeah, very clear.
All
Thank you
right.
very much,
You're
Tana.
welcome.
Much gratitude. Thank you.
Next, we go to Sri and check. Which one are you? Fully enlightened Buddha or Pacheka Buddha?
Stupid Photojana. It's me.
Stupid Buddha.
Not Buddha, Photojana.
Far, very far away.
Well, that you just now you said like the jhana is there is always there, so it's easy to discover, but the wisdom is also always there, but it's very difficult to
Discover.
discover.
You need somebody smart like a Buddha, like a Bodhisattva.
They are both always there,
Yes,
but just
they are all there existing in the mind of all beings, but the being cannot see them by them but on their own. They need somebody to point it out to them. And your craving is bad for you. You should stop your craving.
yeah.
Nobody teach you this, right? Your parents tell you craving is good for you. Go
Yeah.
after money, go after husband.
Yeah.
Only the Buddha will tell you they are bad for you.
Yeah. But they're always there.
Yes,
Oh.
they exist in the mind of all beings. but
Oh,
usually on the craving side, not on the Dhamma side.
oh. But we can discover the jhana by ourselves.
Well, jhana is easy because all you need is mindfulness. If you concentrate on something, like you playing a violin and concentrate on the violin playing, and you're not thinking about anything, your mind can also enter into jhana.
Really?
Well, I'm just giving an example.
Oh. But
So
this is
it's easier to discover
oh
mindfulness than than
easier, right?
wisdom. All
Oh,
you have to do is just pay attention, concentrate.
oh,
And if your concentration is strong enough, then you can stop your mind from thinking. Then you enter into jhana.
oh,
But wisdom, you have to analyze. This is the hard part.
oh,
Like Newton, he discovered the gravity. Nobody else discovered
yeah.
it.
But you
He just,
cannot discover
he just sit
wisdom.
there and said, how come the apple keep falling down? So there must be a force pulling it down, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so he discovered gravity that way. That's not easy, right?
yeah, it's true. Yeah. So that's a form of wisdom too. It's just the
That's the
yeah,
physical wisdom,
which physical. Oh, yeah.
not the mental wisdom.
Oh,
The Four Noble Truths is the mental wisdom.
physical wisdom. Oh,
But the
that's
physical wisdom can help the world develop planes and rockets with
yeah,
that theory.
yeah,
All you need to do is to create another force that is stronger than gravity, then you can fly, right?
yeah,
Before that, nobody know how to fly.
yeah.
Same way with the mental
Oh,
wisdom. Before that, nobody know how to stop suffering. But with the
yeah.
Buddha's teaching, then people who listen to his teaching can stop the suffering also.
Oh,
So the Buddha and Newton is similar, except that one is concerning the physical world and the other concern the spiritual or the mental world.
oh. But the mental one is like a lot harder to discover. It's only very rare that once very rare we get Buddha
Yeah,
appear.
but it's easy to discover sila, dana, and
Oh,
jhana, but it's very difficult. It's hard to discover wisdom, Four Noble
oh,
Truths.
oh. But it's there. It's always there. It's just
It's
that
always
it's
there. And every
oh,
religion discover at least the three parts. They discover dana, morality, sila, and meditation,
oh,
jhana. But they don't discover the fourth one,
yeah,
the wisdom one.
yeah,
Only Buddhism discover.
yeah.
Okay, do you have anything else?
I always feel amazed like Buddha discover um Four Noble Truths and also dependent origination and the hindrances. That's so hard to see.
Now you can see, but it's harder to get rid of them. Right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
next step is
Yeah.
get yeah.
See, is a problem. Talking about hindrances, it seems to me like Tana, if we recite Buddha like strong enough, like all these five hindrances, we can
Can get rid of. Yeah,
yeah, we can get rid of
mindfulness
because
can. All you need is mindfulness.
yeah.
But if you don't have enough mindfulness, then you have to use some other method to to slow down the hindrances. Like if you have pleasure for sex, then you have to use the super.
Mm.
If you're angry, then you have to use loving kindness, forgiveness. If you're doubtful of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, then you have to study more.
Mm.
If you're sleeping, that means you eat too much. But if you have strong mindfulness, all these hindrances will not arise because your mind will be calm and steady and peaceful.
Mm.
How about restlessness?
Same. When you're mindful, then restlessness stop. The reason why restlessness stop because you don't have mindfulness to stop your thinking. When you let thinking go, then the thinking can cause restlessness and agitation. So use one ring that control all the other rings. One mindfulness can control all the 5 hindrances.
Yeah. So you just have to practice like keep Buddha, like reciting Buddha.
Yes, you have to become a monk.
It's not reciting
Or else live like a monk, you have to go live in the monastery. If you're not a monk yet, then you can keep the 8 precepts and live in the monastery.
Yeah. Get to jhana.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
Next, Full Moon from China.
Good evening, Ajahn. I just one question. There are a lot of cockroach in my house, but I cannot kill living being. So what can I do?
Catch
I
them,
feel
and put them away, somewhere safe.
oh, but it's a little hard.
Well, you have to try. If you want to get rid of them, then you have to catch them. If you find it hard, then just leave them alone.
Oh, but because I caught news, so there are lots of stuff. No, I try, but it's hard. To be honest, very hard to
You haven't tried yet. How do you know it's hard? Maybe it's easy. Try to catch them first.
Okay, but I'm not confused. Okay, thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Tommy from Australia. I know you're in Asia now, right?
Yeah, I'm in Asia at the moment.
In Laos or Cambodia?
Yeah, Cambodian border.
In Thailand?
No, near the Cambodian-Vietnam border.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm out at one of the sacred mountains, hanging out there. Yeah.
So what you do is it a monastery or just a retreat?
It's just like a big mountain with forests on it, and there's a couple of Zen temples up there, and I just stay at the bottom of the mountain and go roam around and hang out up in the forest during the day. And there's like a cave up there, and yeah, I'm just hanging around here for a while. I'm sick at the moment, so I can't travel anywhere. Got to stay near the hospital.
I see.
Yeah. So, but it's a pretty good spot to get stuck. so it's all right.
Good. And how long you plan to stay there?
Well, I got to go back to the hospital next week, and then if they give me the all clear, might just go check out 1 or 2 more mountains, and then I'll go to Sri Lanka.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good. What do you hope to achieve on this trip? You don't know. Anything and everything.
I just always look at these places on the map and wanted to go there,
I see. Just
and
tempting,
I
attractive.
never, yeah, my practice was never really good enough before to actually enjoy going and hanging out in the jungle and, you know, checking out caves and stuff. But now it's enjoyable, so I wanted to like tick it off the list before I get stuck in the monastery for the rest of my life.
Okay. Good. That's your bucket list, huh?
Yeah, there's a few mountains and
Few monasteries
yeah,
in different countries.
yeah.
Okay. I hope this will quench your curiosity.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get over it. Like, I think Ajaan Suchart said, "You've seen one tree, you've seen them all."
Yes, they're all the same.
Yeah, I've been to a few of these sacred mountains now, and I just like
They're just mountain. They're just mountain.
Yeah.
There's nothing sacred about them.
my best ever samadhi was in my parents' backyard at the first
Yeah.
time I reached. So it doesn't really have anything to do with the mountain. I'm still drawn to these places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any question?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I think Lynn brought it up. But I was on Facebook today, and you have these like Kamatana Facebook groups, and they post stories. And there was a story about Longpo Kumkaning, and it was saying his chitta went outside his body once to hell or something. But I was thinking, when somebody dies, is the feeling the same as when the chitta goes into rupa jhana or leaves their body? If somebody has that skill, is it the same feeling?
It's like when you go to sleep, I think, when you die.
Mm.
You just fall asleep. And then you go into good dreams or bad dreams, depending on your good and bad karma.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to be afraid of dying. It's like going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Transplanting your body, getting a new body. So you need to be put into sleep first in order for you to give up your old body before you can get yourself a new body.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And during the transplantation process, you're just experiencing good or bad dreams
Mm-hmm.
until you wake up with a new body.
Mm-hmm. At what point does the sanya get wiped?
They don't get wiped, they're always there. That's why you can recollect past lives. Yeah.
How, it says like in the sutta when the Buddha got enlightened, and like the different watches of the night, he got the different powers. If you can't think in fourth jhana, how did he recollect his past lives?
It goes into Upachara Samadhi. This is different from the jhana. It's a special type of samadhi that he can then access the spiritual world, communicate with spiritual beings, or recollecting past life, or having spiritual power, psychic power. It's called Upachara Samadhi. See, there are 3 types of samadhi: Kanika, Appana, and Upachara Samadhi. Kanika and Appana are the 4th jhana. difference in duration. Kanika is brief, Apana is long in the fourth jhana. Kanika, Upachara, you don't stay in you got to the fourth jhana and then you leave and go into the spiritual world.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh. I see.
Anything else?
Oh yeah, okay. On another one of these like groups, they had like a little thing about Lung Po Lee from Pupa Dang,
Yes.
and they said that he translated Somdet Lun's like palm leaf scripts. He got hold of the Com, like the Khmer script, palm leaf scripts, and then translated them at Pupa Dang. Have you?
I'm not sure he could do that. I never thought that he could read, even.
Really?
Yeah. I never saw him talking about the scripture or anything like that.
Yeah, that's why I was really surprised. I didn't know he was like into that kind of stuff. It's
He's a
pretty.
very quiet person.
Yeah.
I knew him because we lived together at Wat Pavantat for a few years.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
He has like quiet character.
Yeah, it's very quiet, very humble. He make himself like a new monk all the time.
Yeah.
Even though he has many years in robe already, he still treat himself like a new monk. He's very respectful of Ajahn Mahabua, his teacher.
I was watching an old Lungta talk. And he was saying like before Lungta was an arahant, he'd go on Tudong and like Luang Por Lee would like chase him across the country, try and stick with him. He's saying like a leech, trying to get the teaching from him.
Yeah.
But he always like sent him away because he wasn't an Anagami or Arahant yet. So it was like affecting his practice.
Okay. Is that all for tonight?
That's it. That's all I got. Thanks,
Okay.
Ajahn.
Enjoy your trip. Yeah. Your pilgrimage, whatever. All right. Next, we'll go to Catherine from Hong Kong. Hi, Kat.
Good evening, Tanajan. No question this evening, just listening in and learning from you.
Okay. I hope you learned something.
Well, I signed in late just now, so I had to wait a while before I was allowed into the meeting room. So I might have missed a bit. Anyway, I'll just yeah.
You can rewatch it, the program.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, and yeah, every time there's something new to learn, from questions that others pose. So yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you for your
You're
teaching.
welcome. You're welcome. Machi, Elaine, Machi, you're next.
Oh, good evening, Ajahn.
Yes, where are you staying right now?
I'm staying in Penang, in a monastery.
Okay. Any question tonight?
Yeah, Ajahn mentioned emotion. I thought emotion arise because I have cravings. That's why I feel irritated or tense or all that.
No, emotions are created by your sensual objects, things that you see here, and also your thoughts can create emotion. When you see a dog barking, you can have one emotion. When you see a dog eating, you can have a different emotion of what you see. It's not from
It's
craving.
not because I don't like something. That's why I feel
Craving
irritated.
you got suffering, you got dukkha. It's different from craving. When you hear a sound, when you see an image, this can cause you to have emotion coming up.
I always thought if I feel irritated means I'm following my craving.
It means you don't have mindfulness and your craving is working. But if you have
Okay.
mindfulness, you can stop your cravings and you will not have irritation, but you can still have good or bad emotions from what you see or what you hear.
But isn't irritation or tense is also a kind of emotion?
I don't know how to define them. Just when you have emotion, you have good emotion, you're happy. When you have bad emotion, you're not happy.
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe I need to observe a bit. And then I realized, right, I always feel very excited with bad thoughts. Even though I know it's bad thoughts, it's kind of very amusing and
You lack
I feel
mindfulness.
excited.
You lack mindfulness. If you have stronger mindfulness, you won't react. You won't feel excited.
I see. So, if I try to keep myself mindful and not to think, I don't know whether it's possible or not. Throughout the day, will this help to reduce my
Yes,
defilements?
it will reduce your excitement, your defilement, your reaction to things. You stay calmer.
Okay, I understand. So, yeah, then it's the same with likes and dislike, right? It means I need to maintain mindfulness, right? Because I keep
Yes,
reacting, even I listen
yes.
also, I keep
If you have
reacting.
mindfulness, you can reduce your like and dislike.
Okay, understand already.
Okay. I'll go to
Yeah,
Belinda. Anything else?
no,
All right. We are running out of time, so I'll go to Belinda next. Hi, Belinda. You have any question?
Masakan Tanjan, I'm listening, no question. Thank you, Tajan.
Okay, you're welcome. We'll go to Nining from Indonesia.
Yes, Ajahn. Ajahn, I learned a lot tonight because I want to get out of jail.
You don't want to stay in prison, huh?
Yeah, I don't want.
You want to be,
And Ajahn is the only person that I will tell if I have attained enlightenment, Ajahn.
I don't want to listen.
Oh, yes.
No need to tell me.
Okay, so I keep it for myself.
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Ajahn, usually when my mother sick, she likes to get angry to the people around her.
She has no mindfulness.
Yeah, and I would apologize to them on behalf of my mother.
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, and also when my mother get angry with me, if I forgive her because I'm not react, I usually just accept all of
That's the right way to do it.
Is that can reduce the weight of bad karma that she has done to me?
No, her bad karma still remains in herself. She has to stop this bad karma herself.
By herself.
Yes.
Because it's not easy to teach her the wisdom.
Yeah. You cannot change an apple into oranges right away.
Yeah. Because lack of mindfulness. Okay. I get
She
the
has
point.
to know her problem and try to solve her problem herself.
Yeah.
You can
That's
tell
why.
her her problem and how to solve it, but she has to be the one who to do it herself.
Yes, I understand now.
You should tell her getting angry is not good, Mama. You should not. You should have mindful. You should have metta instead.
Yeah, that's why I like because lack of mindfulness, that's a problem, that's the main problem. Because everyone know that anger is not good. But when facing difficulty, not everyone can behave wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of patience and effort to develop mindfulness to the point where you can remain calm at all times.
Mm. And in the last Dhammakuti, Ajahn said that we if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, we don't think too much about reaching the enlightenment. Just if you can perfect that 10 parami, that can bring you to the enlightenment. Is it correct? My understanding, Ajahn?
Yes, the 10 parameters can send you to Nirvana by yourself without the guide of a Buddha.
Yeah, we'll find a way. Okay. Okay, understand, Ajahn. Thank you.
Because you don't know in your next life whether you'll run into Buddhism. If you don't have Buddhism, then at least the 10 parameters will be the guiding light for you.
Yes. Because now that I can do that, maybe I can also perfect my 10 parami while treating my mother because I don't have many time for myself. Yes.
You develop more metta barami.
Yeah, and Kanti also.
Yes,
Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn.
you're
Thank you.
welcome. Next, Felicia Chan. Felicia?
Good evening, Ajahn. I practice according to Ajahn guidance. I use strong mindfulness and equanimity to observe the fire burning. They are not self and keep changing. I feel that by using strong mindfulness and equanimity, the mind become more calm and peace. Now I don't feel as hot as last time, either in samadhi or in daily life. Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Okay, good. Keep on.
Ajahn, I have 2 questions tonight.
Go ahead.
Number 1, you said last week that stop craving is the only way to stop suffering. Actually, like, dislike, and neutral all are feeling of craving. Because of the craving reaction, avijja arises, then suffering of samsara continues to arise. Is this correct?
Yes. With
Okay.
craving, you continue with samsara. You have
Thank
to
you.
stop craving. When you're not craving, then you stop samsara.
Okay. Number 2, is equanimity the same as upekkha?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You get it from the 4th jhana when you meditate.
Mm.
You get it from
Lo-
Appana Samadhi.
Okay, number 3, the 4 aggregate are all different, and there is no rule about which one comes first each time they arise. Is it correct?
The 4 namakhandas, you mean Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. They work as a team. They go
Yes.
together, they work as a team. And the main one to look is the feeling. Because the feeling is the one that affects you the most. So you want to deal with them, deal with feelings.
Okay.
And
When
the way to deal with them, you need to have ubekkha. Just let them come and go, because they are anicca, dukkha, anatta.
okay, noted. When the feeling come out, I can see the feeling, then the thinking also stop.
When you stop, then the feeling will also stop. See?
Yeah.
So mindfulness can stop the feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
Temporarily, but not permanently.
Okay. Noted.
The best way to deal with feeling is just leave them alone. Don't be attached to them.
Okay. Noted.
Just use ubekkha. Just merely know that they come and go, they rise and cease. They're not under your control. They are anatta. If you want to control them, you can get dukkha.
Okay. Noted.
Okay, understand?
Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, now we can go to B. Ravin for more questions. Hi B, anything tonight?
Yes, Prajan. We have 2 questions tonight, one from YouTube and one from Facebook. I'll start with the one from YouTube. Dear Ajaan Suchart, we are taught to always respect our parents, but what if they interfere in our lives in harmful ways? are we still obligated to obey and respect them in the same way?
Yes, because what they have done for you can never be erased by the bad actions, like giving you life, giving you birth. This is, even if they kill you, this you still owe them your body. They create the body for you. So regardless of whatever they do to you, that's a different matter. It doesn't erase what they have done for you. So you should still respect them and love them in spite of what they might do to you.
Understood, Prajan. And the question from Facebook from Olina. Thank you for the great teachings, Prajan. If someone developed the mind to the fourth jhana and be able to go back there, does one start to contemplate the body right away when the mind withdraws and starts to think while in the sitting position, or the strength of the mind supported by equanimity allows them to contemplate anytime, anywhere?
See, there are two purposes of contemplation. One, to study the nature of the body, the feelings, and the mind as being anicca, dukkha, anatta. Is studying. Then another one is to use this knowledge that you have learned from your study to suppress your craving or your attachment to the body, feeling, and the state of mind. So this, you can do this when you're not in samadhi, when you're not in jhana, anytime, anywhere. But sometimes you are forced to do it because there might be something happen to your body, like your body gets sick, and you have attachment to your body, craving for your body to get well. Then you need to have wisdom to stop this craving in order to stop your suffering concerning the body. See? So sometimes you have to do it right away because you are forced to do it. And when you come out samadhi and you got stomach ache and you start to worry, then you have to stop your worrying by accepting that the body can get stomach ache anytime, anywhere, and there's nothing you can do about it. So worrying about it or feeling bad about it doesn't solve the problem. Create more problem. So this is contemplating of getting rid of the suffering when it happens. And if there's no suffering happening, you contemplate preparing yourself for the future suffering that might come up later on. How to deal with this suffering. When the body change, when the feeling change, when the state of mind change, in a way that you don't like. Okay.
Understood, Rajan. So basically, maybe just to just add on a bit, maybe
Sure. Go ahead.
Your teaching for us to try to attain jhana and stay in it for as long as possible is to strengthen the mind such that when we are faced with these sort of situations, the mind will not waver. Is that
That's
correct?
right. The mind can remain undisturbed by the event of the body, the feelings, and the mind. Without jhana, the mind will fluctuate from good to bad, bad to good, depending on what happened to the body, the feelings, and the state of mind. But with jhana, with equanimity, you just remain calm and let the body change as they like, let the feeling change as they like, let the state of mind change as they like, and you still remain the same, calm, peaceful. Because you see that there's nothing you can do, you cannot control them. When you try to control or manage them, and when you cannot do it, then you can get suffering. If you don't want to have any suffering, then you should leave them alone. Let them come and go, rise and cease by themselves, of themselves. You need jhana to do this. So if you're not expert on jhana yet, then don't go to wisdom yet. Try to develop more jhana until you become an expert. You can remain calm all day long, whether you're inside or outside of jhana. Then you can develop wisdom teach your mind to understand the nature of everything as being anicca, dukkha, anatta. So when anything happens, then you can just say, oh yes, this is the way they are, seeing things as they are. Don't try to change anything because you cannot. When you try, you get suffering. Okay.
Yes, understood, Prajan. Thank you so much.
All right. Is that all the question?
Yes, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you for your company, your participation. I hope this meeting is beneficial to you and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please be safe, be constantly mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Sadhu, 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 Tanajan. Thank you, Tanajan.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ajahn.
Amy.
Thank you, Agni.
Good night, everyone.
Thank